Yeah, you guys can hear me just fine. I have some exciting news for you guys. I want to see something in my left hand, and I think it should look familiar to you, but not familiar at the same time. This is a camera, specifically the Sony A7S III, my first real cinema camera. I'm excited to use it. It is a handful already because it's got a lot of interesting settings on it, but I think it's going to work out pretty well here. Right now, I have my ultra wide lens on it, focus on it instead of me camera. I'll show you some test footage with that and show you what the premise of this video is. I just want to show you my little camera. I accidentally deleted all my footage, like with the unboxing too, so that you could see it. I got off Facebook Marketplace and took a extra day because I missed the shipping. It works, so I got a really good deal on that. I paid about 50% of what it's worth. Works fine. It got a couple scratches on it, but it's completely functional as far as I can tell. I'll let you guys know if it's not if I look at the video. You have anything to say about this, Clara? Okay. Hi. I'm testing out my camera. That's a friend of mine.
Just a friend? I know my friends sit in my bed frequently too.
Ignore her sassiness. Anyway, here's the new camera. Exciting news. I'm in Japan right now.
And you're engaged.
Anyway, I'm not actually in Japan. I'm in my room. However, when this video comes out, I'm going to be in Japan. And I'm going to have a lot of video content for you. I have some good ideas of what I want to do. Hopefully 2 videos. Anyway, I have nothing else. Like, I am out of footage. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a time lapse and describe every single thing I'm printing in a 3D print time lapse. So screw it. Here, cue the music right now. Let's get into it. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, take 2. First thing you ever do, Bodhi. It turned out well, so it's good. So this is a 3D print I was making for some of my friends. What it is a slider. There were a couple shots where I needed to do a slider, and I ran out of my original filament, so I had to switch up and switched it back this way. I never actually got around to the video because it was a little difficult, and you're going to see later some solutions I had for that. But that slider didn't turn out great, didn't turn out terribly. What you just saw was, well, first was a stand for my record player with rubber bands as a printer, and then what you just saw was a post-it note and pen holder. Now what's on screen is the pigeon from Rob Lucci's shoulder. If you've ever seen One Piece, that should look very familiar. 2 years ago, for Halloween, I went as Robert Lucci from One Piece, and yeah, I had him on my shoulder, and it was a great costume. As I mentioned earlier, I was trying to do a music video for some of my friends, and, well, as adults, it's kind of hard to actually schedule 5 people for like 2 days of filming, which would be required for my original plans. So I started playing with the idea and toying with the idea of miniatures. So I tried doing this, trying to figure out like, oh hey, do these miniatures painted spray paint actually look good, or are they kind of bad? As it turns out, it takes a lot of time to make something anywhere realistic or make it good enough, so I'm still in the process of making those a couple years later. Anyway, here's a chess set I made. My Devo power domes from the videos that you guys saw over Halloween. And then this is a really cool section you're going to see here. I was making a gift for my girlfriend's dad, and I 3D printed his first truck, which is a Ford F-150, I think a 1982 Ford F-150. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I found this really awesome 3D model online, which I was just simply able to print out. It worked beautifully, just had to add some support. Then I threw it on top of an existing RC car chassis, which made it into an RC car. It drives around and looks awesome. Maybe one day I have to show you guys that footage of it actually driving around. But take a look at all the support structure needed for this. Gotta love that. That was awesome. That's a trumpet fidget toy that I had. Now we're moving on to a little design thing that I thought was actually pretty interesting. If you remember back to the Corvette video, Will's Corvette is pretty nice condition, and he liked to keep it that way. One of the issues that he has, though, is on his emergency brake, it's all bare metal, and it was actually rubbing into the seat, like his nice leather seat. So he wants to get that fixed. So I said, hey, you know what, and it's only going to take me a week or so to 3D print something out, 3D print a cover. So I started 3D printing a cover for him, and this is basically all the prototyping I did. Turns out this big orange thing really isn't that efficient, doesn't fit on nicely. Take a break for printing out a little wingspan box holder. I'll do a video about wingspan in the future. Then we move on to something I'm making for Logan. We're going to switch back to the final edit of Will's Corvette holder thing. This is like the final version right before I like make final adjustments. Another wingspan bird box holder. And this is the other view of it. So basically it just cradles around the metal. It sticks in place. You can actually bend the tabs out of place, bend them back in place, just heating them up. Yeah, bad print right there. That was devastating, but I made like 9, so it works out well. So then back to what Logan was making. He has this toy truck, like a Power Wheels truck, and then he's thinking about putting some remote control servos on it from another one. And these are just going to be the headlights replacing some of the old crusty plastics. So that's bringing us to the end of the video. I have about 5 more seconds, so like, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for playing up with this really weird video, but you'll have a lot of Japan content coming soon. Love you. Bye.